This lecture elaborates on the functions, philosophy, and achievements of the Flemish city architects, the Bouwmeester in Dutch. During my field trips, I have detected a higher general public understanding of architecture. And as confirmed by several high-profile architects in Flanders, it seems easier to communicate artistic architectural ideas. Investors, politicians, and the public are arguably more interested in architecture and possess more architectural knowledge than in other comparable European cities, arguably. So here we see a motorway. So in Antwerp, for example, there are quite huge projects going on or on the way that can be tough to argue for in most other cities. Here, for example, the motorway will be covered and replaced with a park and new neighborhoods. Also, another example, also here we see the map of the whole project, which is quite underway as we speak in 2022. Another project is the refurbishment or the revitalization of the whole riverside of the city of Antwerp, which used to be a barrier, actually filled with parking and industry, old industrial architecture. And it's also a risk of flooding here. So instead of building a wall to protect from flooding, they are now planning to kilometers actually of a sort of corso, which is elevated, which then becomes both a park and a protection for flooding. So these ideas are pretty huge, costly. They are costly and they are very complex projects, of course. But from an architect's perspective, those projects, for example, that I just showed, are probably the best, perhaps even the only ideas considerable, because they mean long-term architectural quality. So in this lecture, we discuss if the city architects, the Bouwmeester, as you can see here, if their position actually enables these sorts of visions. So first I explain, how the Bouwmeester works and how the office works, and then we look at how they actively promote themselves. For example, we have here we have the Brussels Bouwmeester, the city architect. They have highly professional homepages. Here we see also the Antwerp version of the Bouwmeester. Because informing the public about architecture is key. They even have their own showroom, which contains information which can actually reach different levels of pre-knowledge. So it could be whoever who doesn't know anything about architecture can have get something out of this showroom, and also architects that are also already experts in their fields. They also I also speak about how the process of leading to a building permit works, because you have to go through the Bouwmeester to do this. And finally, in the lecture, I elaborate on 3 key philosophies that the Bouwmeester's office has created: urban acupuncture, slow urbanism, and spatial quality / cultural sustainability, which I believe are 3 concepts that are quite unique and vital for the architectural strategies in Flanders. So it's it's a very interesting thing to consider, the city architects and their influence. So thank you if you haven't listened, and please contact me if you want to know more.